Hello, dear friends. A fake space invasion will not be allowed according to the messages. Opinion piece. The alien cat. Last resort. Not allowed. New religion. False invasion. Holographic trick. Blue beam project. New solar storm. Disastrous Biden debate. Fulford confirms debt jubilee. Let's start. According to Juan Usabi, when Hillary Clinton was losing the elections, she went to her campaign manager, John Podesta, and asked him, "Is it time to play the alien card?" This would be the secret name of the Blue Beam Project, when they have no other resource left to scare people. Because the dark side has a feeling of helplessness in the face of the arrival of high-frequency solar storms. Mike Kinsey wants that the couple, in a last-ditch attempt to prevent the end of its planetary control, could organize what in years past has been called Blue Beam Project. Additionally, Zadkiel suggested that the darkness could attempt holographic projection to rescue its ability to influence world events. Definition. As we all know, the Bluebeam project is a multimedia production that projects a supposed alien invasion that could be complemented by gigantic holographic images and false messages from Jesus and other revered spiritual figures, says Steve Biko. Dr. Carol Rosin claims that alien invasion scenario has been in the planning stages since the 70s, and that she personally witnessed it. This top secret project uses holographic and other technologies to project images of spaceships or religious figures into Earth's atmosphere. It is designed to manipulate followers of various religions and sell them a new religion designed to suit the purposes of the wicked. If it happens, I don't think it will last long before the Galactics shut it down. Our staff family has said that they could close such an exhibition before it began. According to Adamo, if we can do all these things and much more, do you honestly think Tim Joyce and Patty Favors from the clique would stand in our way? They cannot. Last chance. Mike Kinsey says that the Dark Ones and their cohorts propose to launch one last great attempt to regain lost ground by faking an alien attack against us. It would be very realistic, and you would perceive spaceships and beings that look exactly like those you are familiar with. Some ships would be just holograms and would appear quite normal. The goal of the exercise would be to instill fear and would be your final roll of the dice. Their final roll of the dice that could fool those who are unprepared or misinformed. However, he adds, rest assured that no action will be allowed to get out of control and the forces of light are waiting. But for karmic reasons, they cannot directly interfere in such events to prevent them from happening. It would be the only time you would have to face a situation like this. Matthew Watt said the project would fail if it were used as a last resort to retain control. The Dark Ones in power would organize a space invasion to unify all peoples in a common fear of invaders. Then the organizers would impose martial law, arrest dissidents, and create chaos never before seen on your planet. What is in chaos is the mentality of those who would attempt such a trick. There will be no space invasion, and you can rely on your staff family to thwart efforts to remove the battle jet Little Grace from the underground cities. Salusa from Syria said the same. Rest assured, we are fully aware of the Dakwans' plan to stage a fake attack, and we will ensure that it fails. We have been given a lot of authority, and it would have been avoided even if an actual attack had been intended. Our fleets have thousands and thousands of ships, and we will not stand by and allow your precious Earth to be violated. Most problems would be resolved quickly by grounding any weapons or ships intended to be used against us. Commander Hatton, through Susie Ward, assured that the Galactics have the means to defeat the Cabal's plans. The grid of light that surrounds the planet prevents any civilization with dark intentions from approaching Earth, and if the bad guys try to put their own secret ship in the skies and take out some of the Greys living underground and claim it is an invasion, we can stop that charade before it starts. The dominion of the Earth is not part of the divine plan, since you have earned the right to ascend and your free will decision will be honored. The wicked can only go so far in your karma before we stop them in their tracks. That's easy enough for us with our advanced technology, and not a drop of blood would be spilled. You will not have to put up with the activities of the wicked much longer, for their days are numbered. Teen toys. Adamo called the Cabal spaceships teen toys and party favors. In quotes, if we can surround your planet with millions of ships of living light, if we are able to take ships across thousands of light years in an instant, if our consciousness resides outside of space and time, if we can manifest a ship many miles in diameter just by desire, if we can defeat an enemy in war without ever attacking him, if we can deactivate nuclear devices without touching them, if we can balance the planetary magnetosphere, if we can do all these things and more, do you honestly think the teen toys and party favors of your Earth clique will stand in our way? He offers a summary of the situation. They would destroy us, but they can't. We could destroy them, but we won't. And that is the situation. At first glance, it would seem that stalemate would occur, but this is not the case. We are winning. And do you know how we proceed to win? Not attacking them, not hurting them, loving them. Each and every being that comes to us and tells us, I am tired of fighting, I am tired of fear, I am tired of pain, I am tired of being alone, everyone is welcome to us. And so, over time, it is unavoidable that everyone will return to unity. Our spiritual technology surpasses material technology by an almost unimaginable margin. Now, these others feel that we are getting in the way of their plans, and they feel that they want what we have. Then they will attack us when they can. In fact, they would destroy us if they could, and take away everything we have, but they can't. They rarely manage to hurt one of us in the slightest. We, on the other hand, could destroy them right now, but we won't. Archangel Michael said when they can intervene. Our turning point is when the darkness becomes too powerful and too strong, and at that point has reached some time ago, but we will not emerge as the furious force of the avenging angels. We will not get through what may have described as Armageddon. No, we have gone out, yes, in exposure, but also in partnership of sacred union, and that is why there are so many angels on Earth right now. and it is a sacred partnership to not only stem the tide, but turn the tide. Jubilee. According to Benjamin Fulford, we are seeing more signs of some type of jubilee and financial reset. We have been told that there is an agreement to establish a future planning organization with meritocratic staff and organize a world jubilee in 2025. Regime change looks set to come first to the UK with the July 4th election. Early polls indicate that the Reforms Party's Nigel Farage is going to destroy traditional political parties. Macron has bankrupted France after losing much of the revenue from its African colonies. The French elections have the ability to shake up European stocks in general, says a Citibank strategist. Gas-producing cows and pigs will face a carbon tax in Denmark. Under the pretext of reducing methane emissions, 30 nations have signed a commitment to destroy agricultural production and close farms. Those nations are Spain, Germany, Czech Republic, USA, Argentina, Chile, Uruguay, Brazil, Peru, Ecuador, Panama, Australia, and Burkina Faso. German farmer Anthony Lee says, "In Germany, we have an agriculture minister who tells us what we should only eat 10 grams of meat a day." Jordan Peterson says, "When politicians start telling you what you can and cannot eat, they have crossed a line." Breaking news. According to David Wilcock, the change is hitting the fan. Biden's disastrous debate put his re-election candidacy in crisis. The Storm Rider stated that Michelle Obama is going to be the Democratic candidate instead of Biden and that he will replace August. Student loan payments suspended for millions of borrowers. The Fed and the European Central Bank could cut interest rates in September, says a Morgan Stanley strategist. According to JFK Jr., what comes next is witnessing the absolute truth. It will be hard, but remember that we did not begin the Great Awakening for pleasure, but as the last line of defense to save humankind. A strong solar storm, a solar mass ejection, hit the Earth on Friday, June 28th, and caused a strong G3 class geomagnetic storm. BRICS. Russia plans to export $16 billion worth of food to the BRICS in 2024. According to Mike Adams, the objective of the sanctions would be to provoke Russia into launching a false flag attack that could justify a global celebration. To achieve this, the West would first have to become the victim of an attack like Pearl Harbor or 9/11. The CCP hires Western military aviators to prepare for war with Taiwan. Spain. Rain, strong storms, and drop in temperatures in the last weekend of June. The drop in the Euribor in June to 3.65% once again gives relief to mortgage holders. Iker Jimenez believes that the press is responsible for the increasing crimes in Spain by hiding the identity of the perpetrators. Americas. Mexico wants that a new cyclone could make landfall on the southeast coast. The Argentine Congress sanctions the Omnibus Law, and Milei achieves its first parliamentary victory. The prolonged drought once again hinders the passage of ships through the Panama Channel. The Bolivian police arrest 21 people for attempted coup d'état. Unemployment in Brazil falls to 7.1% and becomes the best figure since 2014. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.